the store, pick it out, have them set it up for you. I always like to order mine, just activate it as soon as it comes, like I'm that person. But we're opposites, baby, we're opposites. So why do you get the man in your life? Because I think most husbands are like this, right? I mean, yeah, a lot of people want like my brother, for instance, he can like gadgets, like high-tech things, Brookstone, those kind of things. My dad will appreciate like a photo of him. Do I have the air on? I don't know. Okay. And put a picture of him like walking me down the aisle. Like, they appreciate those things. And again, not that my husband wouldn't like that, but he's the thoughtful one. Like, we have a ton of pictures from our wedding, like framed. Like, that's what he did for me for Valentine's Day. He like decorated our whole room. I was wanting to frame photos from our wedding for so long. He like did that. Like, he picked out the frames, picked out the pictures, and it's like he's that person. He's super creative, super thoughtful. Like, he put like 1,000 balloons in our bedroom, like filled it up for Valentine's Day. Like, he's that person. I can't make anything. I can't make crafts or art. I can't do that. I asked this on Twitter, and there was a few suggestions that were like, oh, you should do something with Malibu, of course. And of course, we're gonna like go somewhere for his birthday, obviously, like a cute hotel or something, like someplace we've never been, like locally, because Malibu's still very small. But yeah, I did think, make some art from her, like her little handprints or footprints. Like, of course, I will do that. That's gonna be so cute, and he's gonna like love that. Like, he loves sentimental things, but like a materialistic thing, right? Like, what is a materialistic thing I can get him? And even if I can't get it in time for his birthday, like Christmas, Hanukkah, all those things are coming up. Like, I want to wrap presents because he's so thoughtful and like wrapping up little things for me for my birthday and Christmas, just so I have stuff to open. And even though he says he doesn't care about opening gifts, like everyone loves to open gifts, you know what I mean? And I need to start being that wife that gives him gifts to open. Okay, tingle break. There is a plane. Ooh. This tingle break is brought to you by Mike Scratches. Mike Scratches to melt your brain. so loud. I am so sorry to my ASMR people out there. All of you watching. I would leave, but my husband's like, no, if it's like your dream house, like you stay. Like what? So there's some anonymous letters, because apparently like what it's based on is actually only 3 letters, and I actually want to say the people in this house only got 3 letters, and I want to say the last letter was written by the guy in the husband that bought the house, because he lost so much money on it that he wanted his wife to like sell it or whatever. I don't know, like for me it's like if I get one, like I don't know, it's a hard situation, because at the end of the day that it is anonymous, right? And like they had a house where you could just walk up to the doors. Now call me crazy, and I feel like a majority of houses have where you can just walk up to the front door. I grew up in houses that you could just walk up to the front door. There was no gated community, there was no gate, and back when I was a kid there was no cameras. Now they did put cameras in their house on the series. I don't know if the people in real life put cameras in the house, but I don't know, there's something like, if it's a threatening letter, right, and you have no security, like in my past house I had like 24-hour security. Here we have like security guards, and also we have like double gates, plus we have a security system that someone monitors 24/7. So like maybe I'm saying that like as someone who like didn't have that before, because like if you have security, okay, yeah, I think they even hired in the series, they hired the security camera guy to watch their house, and that made them feel a little safer at first, but then obviously they didn't do that all the time. I don't know, it was pretty crazy, but I asked that question to you. My husband's like, no, I'm staying, it doesn't matter, like try me bitch, you know what I mean? But me, I'm like, no, let's just move. Also stuff like that's anonymous like that, it's like I'm the watcher and young blood, like not to say that's not like, I don't want to like whatever, but it just seems a little, I don't know, a little bit of a fable, you know, a little bit of a fictitious scenario, but apparently it's based on real events. If there was paranormal stuff in the house, I would be moving so fast. Not that I'm like scared of paranormal in general, like if it's like good friendly spirits, evil spirits, but there was someone that like would come into their house through the passageway. Again, on the series, I don't think that was in real life, but yeah, if someone's coming through like secret passages in my house, I'm out. Even if it's someone just trying to scare me, I'd be like, no. But the police did nothing in the show. I would call the police, but again, the police, I don't know how much they do, you know what I'm saying? Okay, final thing, okay, we gotta talk about is DoorDash. DoorDash and Postmates, if you don't pay priority, which is like an extra $1.50, $1.50, which I always do, they pick up multiple orders now, and they stop at people's houses along the way before they get to you. Now you could be the first, or you could be the second, maybe you're the third. I asked our DoorDash driver, I was like, how many other stops do you have? Because I saw a bunch of bags in the back, and he's like, $16, right?